joins us in our studios with more on Jesse Ventura's visit. Aaron.
Well, Joel, Jesse the Body Ventura ended his pro wrestling career right here in our city in 1986. And 15 years later, he's back as the Mind, and he's talking trade and tourism.
No country, and I repeat, no country, is more important to Minnesota than Canada.
In his first official trip to Manitoba, Minnesota Governor Jesse Ventura inked a deal protecting water resources on both sides of the border. The governor also renewed a 1981 Memorandum of Understanding to promote trade, tourism, agriculture, energy, and water.
It's good for Manitoba. It's not just paper. it will have results. I'd rather have this guy on our side than against us.
Right now, Manitoba sells $380 million worth of hydroelectric power to Minnesota. And last year, we shared $2.8 billion in total cross-border trading.
Two-way trade between Manitoba and Minnesota has increased more than 200% in the past decade alone.
One of the main reasons our province has such great relations with Governor Ventura is because of that lady right there. You may also know her as Mayor Sue. Well, now she's the Canadian Consul General to 8 states, including Minnesota.
We have had a Canadian consulate in Minneapolis for 30 years. For 30 years. This is the first governor ever to come to the Canadian consulate and to develop this relationship. It's quite amazing.
The man who calls himself the Mind is more than a politician. He's a personality. That's why over 1,000 business people joined him for lunch.
Now, here's the governor of Minnesota, the Honorable Jesse Ventura.
It's also why more than 100 Manitobans showed up at the Forks to catch Ventura's weekly radio show.
I love his straightforwardness, and so I just had to come and see him in person.
You know, a border is something created by countries. A heritage and culture and people are not.